YouTube family, my junk family, what up though? It's Mr. AMG, man. And hey, today video, man, is being sponsored by Bed Rest. Man, shit, 6 to 12 weeks, man, of non-weight bearing foot movements. So I'm pretty much in the bed, man, for a minute. I'm hobbling around using crutches and stuff like that. For those who don't know, I just recently underwent foot and ankle surgery, man, to get me an arch because my feet flat as flapjacks, man. I'm glad I got it out the way. Wasn't so glad yesterday, man, because the pain was unbearable, man. But, you know, now I got the meds running through my system. I'm feeling much better, man. Feeling much better. Let me show y'all what I got going on, man. They went in there, you know, they had to go down in there, behind there. They didn't actually go in the foot. They went in through the calf and the ankle and stuff to, you know, do something with the limbs and bone marrow and all that shit, man, to get me feeling better, man, and walking better. Started with the non-driving foot first, man, you know, so, you know, when it's time to get out there, I can get out there a little bit easier, man, because I can still drive. But that's what I got going on, man. A unique experience right now, man, because it has forced me into a situation where I'm learning to operate my business remotely right now and not be there. So I recently just hired one of my neighbors. Well, both of my neighbors, for real. One stay across the street and one next door to me, to make my drops and pickups, man. So, you know, we came up with a fair price. I had to, you know, switch my mindset into, you know, a boss mindset, boss mentality, man, because I don't want to be the operator all the time. I want somebody else doing that for me. So came up with a price that I'm willing to pay them to make these drops and pickups, you know, and they cool with that. You know, it forced me to actually just see what it's going to be like, man, and not be there all the time, man. And can I get it done? Or do I have to really be there? You know me, I don't like to wait on nobody and depend on nobody. So, so far, so good, man. It's not bad, you know. Retweaking things while I got this downtime. Like I said in my last video, when you got downtime, that's time for you to retweak things, tighten up. So, you know, I've been recalculating my mileage on how far I'm willing to travel. If I do travel out somewhere far, how to properly charge for jobs that are further than the jobs that are closer. So I've been good with that. I'm getting that down packed, man. And it's awesome, for real. But, so one of my subs dropped a comment, man, and I figured I'd tap in with y'all and touch base on this. He wanted to know what's the most effective way I've been drawing business to myself. Hands down, I'm going to say it's Facebook. Facebook ads, posting in Facebook groups, even running my digital flyers through my stories. All of those things have been great. But the main one has been the ads. And really the one that trump all of it is being very responsive to anyone who messages me. I don't waste any time. When I see a message, boom, I get right back to them. I have the automated message set up. And once it shoots that message out, just in case I don't see my phone, as soon as I do pick up my phone and I see it, I respond to them. Keep this in mind. Customers can take their time to respond to you. You being an owner offering a service, you should never take your time. All right. When you click on my business page, it says very responsive. All right. True story. I came across a local competitor that does junk removal. Clicked on their ad, went to their business page. Guess what their typical time for response was? Just take a wild guess. 48 hours. Unbelievable. Man, let me tell you, if I click on your page and your average time is 48 hours for you to respond back to me, you ain't got my business. All right. I found somebody else. Don't even waste your time. Cause to me, you should have time to respond. It take a quick, you know that old saying, what that saying say? People make time for what they want. Obviously this ain't what you really want. If you responded in 2 days, you know what I mean? Like you got the Midas touch or some shit when it come to junk removal. Like, nah, bro, you ain't, I can see if you the coldest when it come to some shit like doing some, laying down flooring or some skill or craft or something like that. Yeah, you can take your time because a lot of people might not be good in that area. But with junk removal, renting the dumpster, man, it's not rocket science. All right. You should be responsive. And obviously he wasn't. So I could only imagine how many jobs he lose out on because he's not responsive. Being responsive is the most effective way to keep business coming. Because people will leave that in the reviews. You know what I mean? People will leave that in the reviews, and people love people who are responsive. Communication is key, along with consistency. Can't just post for a day or two and then expect a tsunami of customers to come your way and flood you with all of their hard-earned dollars. You know what I mean? You got to stay consistent, even when it slow up. So be responsive. Run you some Facebook ads. I'm running Facebook ads. I started out running $5 a day, running $10 a day. Last 2 days, I didn't get any messages. But we don't cry over spilled milk around here. We just wipe it up. You know what I mean? Because the other days that we ran those $10 ads and $5 ads, we generated way more money than that. So we could afford to take a hit on some of them days that we don't receive any messages, you know? But yeah, you want to get in Facebook, man, get in the groups, get in your real estate property management groups, find you some local ones near you, even find some that's maybe a county over if you go out that far, you know, expand your horizon. Right now I'm traveling no more than, let's say, 37 miles. And it's got to be worth it. So I calculate how much I travel now. I take that into contrast, how much it costs me to travel out that far. The good thing about that is I set my price for it. If somebody wants the service, they got it. If I don't get it, I don't mind it because I really might not want to travel out that far. So, hey, it is what it is on that. But, yeah, that's the most effective way, man. Is just being responsive and using Facebook. Being a dominant force on Facebook, man. Getting that notoriety out there, letting people know you do what you do. Also, something else that's been working is joining the groups that got local contractors in it, the handyman group, because those guys are painting, doing drywall, you know, all types of stuff, man, rehabbing homes. They need somewhere to dispose them debris, man. So provide your digital flyers in groups that are similar in interest. And what I mean by that is there's no need to, you know, post your flyer in a spirituality group. You know what I mean? There's no need to post your ad, your service in a group that got to do with sports. You feel me? You find things that are related to the service you offer and you post there. Try not to overpost because people will report you to the admins or Facebook and try to get you banned from them groups or thrown in Facebook jail. And that'll just slow up your paper. So, you know, be professional when you posting in these groups. You know what I mean? Don't overdo it. You feel me? But yeah, that's just what I wanted to touch on, man. That was a great comment, man. The most effective way, man. Remember, being responsive is the most effective way to continue to generate business to you. I have conversations with people that land me business and some that don't land me business, and some right then and there and some at a later date. You know what I mean? But none of this would happen if I'm not being responsive. Like I said, don't be that guy who typically responds in 48 hours, man, because you done lost out right there. All right. So be responsive. Be relentless on Facebook. Get your presence out there. Go from there. Check y'all out on another video, man. Peace.